space.
Okay, so I've been working on the wiring and some junctions and whatnot for a while. What I've decided to do here is have double stacked pistons on both sides. They will push blocks and they will close off. This will be the junction to release. This right here will be the door. It will be closed with with pistons, and this will be the door to the kill house. And this dirt area is the elevator itself. Okay. So I'm just working on this wiring. Oops, I just broke it. Not that complex really. I just have to run it all the way up into the arena itself. So when I do this, you see this will close that side and the other side will close. Now there's a really cool trick you can use with repeaters if you didn't know. Now let me take this off for a second. You figure you can, you know, power both these repeaters by going like this, right? Oh, come on. Hold on. There we go. You figure they'd be both powered. It looks like they'd be both powered if you did this, right? Nope. Only one's powered. And these guys are glitching through the top. I'm sorry. But only one will be powered here. That's because this is actually turning and going back down into the rest of the wiring and not actually hitting the repeater. So what you can do, you can isolate lines that are touching with repeaters. I can just run this straight into the block and it's not connected here anymore. Very cool trick, very useful, and now it works on both sides. Very useful to do if you have, like, say 3 or 4 levers connected together that are really close or whatever. Very nice trick to isolate each line and send it to where you want it to go. Make sure power doesn't feed back on itself. And I'm going to run this wiring underground to this side where it joins up with this wiring, so it goes to it will go, actually I have to keep it separate, don't I? So I'll have to take, I'll need two separate switches, one for this door, one for that door. So I'll keep the 2 lines separate, and it will run underground, under here, and into this area, and then we'll figure out a way to get it up to the platform itself. Now, this is going to be the kill box, or the killing mechanism. Like I said, one lever will open up this, and they'll pop out here for the release. I'm going to build an elevator there. And the other door will pop them out right here on these grass blocks. And they'll fall in here. They'll get pushed all the way, and this I might need to keep that step here and then just put water source blocks, yeah, because I don't want them to fall under. Anyway, this is a lava blade. Should be a lava blade. I didn't want to put it in quite yet. So they're going to pass right through and dead. Peace. And all the loot, I'm going to put this here. So they're going to pass through this blade of lava, burn up, and their loot will fall down into this little collection point. Very cool. These streams took a while to set up. It's very irritating. I put one source block here so it flows diagonally in that direction. I had to put this here because if I take this piece of glass away, this will run straight and into that block and it will just stop. It'll be a dead zone. So I had to put a block there to force it around like this. And then I had to put a block here to do the same thing, because if I didn't have a block here, it would just go right here and stop again into this block. So I had to put that there, which washes them here, and eventually into the lava blade, and peace out, you're dead. That's pretty cool. and we put a glass viewing platform, so you from the seating area you can look down and watch them being killed. Yeah, this is gonna work out really nice, really nicely. I'm definitely gonna have. I'm having a lot of fun just building this. I mean, yeah, it's a pain in the ass sometimes, but this is it's gonna be great when it works out. So I'll give you a progress update in a bit. I'm gonna get this wiring done, hopefully in the next hour. I'm gonna have to dig a staircase and add some repeaters. Ooh, an egg. Add some repeaters to carry the signal. Gonna need a bunch of redstone, but I got tons. I got like 20, 30 stacks, so we'll be okay. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, got the wiring done for this part. Here's the elevator right here. I guess you guys don't need help to see it, cause yeah. Anyway, the doors are gonna be here. Here. Let's go take a look, shall we? 2 master controls. If I hit one, you can just hear the pistons open. Ooh. And here's the door. These 4 blocks. If I hit the other one, this door will come out. Pretty cool. Pretty happy with this job. And basically, I just ran the wires here. I need repeaters because it's going to be longer than 15 blocks. Wiring goes all the way down into this set of pistons, and notice we split the lines here. One lever controls these, these pistons and those opposite pistons, and the other wire controls these pistons and its opposite pistons. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, now I'm going to work on the junction to the killing room so we can get some killing done. Okay, this is a one-way mob-evader. There's only one entrance to it. That makes it a lot easier to build. Elevators here. It'll bring them straight up. And then we will push them this way with water. Pretty simple. And I want the water to be on this first block, so they're going to be standing in water. And don't mind this. This is an infinite pool just to help me out. This will be floor, and then with water on top of it. So they'll be standing in water, and they'll be jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping, and they'll get into this water and swim straight up. So, very easy. Sign. 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 And sign. And now we fill. Source water blocks all the way up, like the last one. We do 4 at a time. And it's really quite simple. Okay. I'm just checking, make sure I did it right. Okay, that's 4 source water blocks, and I'm going to go up to the top and see you guys there. Okay, so I have to make a modification to the main elevator. There are tons of mobs down there. So I'm fully armored. Got my bow, got my water, got everything I need to modify it. So we're gonna go down there. Here we go. I'll just break here. Go in. Alright, we're going loose. Going loose! This is what they were getting glitched on for once. One, rather. Now what I have to do is raise this water level. Ooh, that. This. That. I think that'll do it. So now they're gonna swim up. They won't have any. They won't have to jump and sort of spaz out in these stairs or on the other side. Okay, I think we're good now. Just need something to test this. Come on. Come on up. It's okay. You don't have to be afraid. So some of the mobs are actually glitching to the top. That happens sometimes. Okay, good. This looks legit. Still glitched and there won't be a... Why is there a release mechanism? Oh, it's not. Those are squid. Okay, I was wondering. Okay. So, made a couple of modifications to this, I know the rain's gonna be loud. Made a couple of modifications to this system. I'm not quite sure where to start. This is the release. It's just a second mob evader. I think I've explained all this, but 2 junctions controlled by pistons. 1 lever opens the release. One lever opens the door to the kill room, and this is the kill room. I got rid of that whole sign on a sign trick that I was using over here earlier. It just it wasn't working very well. So I'm not going to use that, because actually what it did, instead of fixing a dead zone, it actually created a new one on the sides. So I just raised the water level of the elevator a little bit so they just come straight out and flow in like that and die. So I think I think that's the best way to go, because if I just had the elevator, say like this, these 4 squares, and then I had the lip here, and then I had 2 water streams right here, they would try to jump out, and they would kind of get stuck on these water streams for a while, and they would get stuck for maybe 30 seconds and then finally get through. So I just raised it, and I got rid of these 2 streams, and I just made it so the water in the elevator itself flushes them out. And lava blade is working nicely. The loot's washing up here. Alright, I think this system is ready, and I think it's tested and proven, so I'm pretty happy with this. Now that is a beautiful sight. This is probably the best view of the Coliseum. The Emperor's booth, as we call it, is right below us. This is one of the higher platforms. It's the highest platform we have yet. You can see my house over there with the farm. The world is still loading, because I just had to reconnect because I accidentally hit the wrong button. You see the spawn plaza over there, and I really have to dedicate an entire episode just to going around and showing you guys what the hell we've built, because these guys have been building so fast lately I can't keep up. My own projects have been keeping me busy. And speaking of projects, here's one of them. Now you guys are probably gonna freak out when I tell you what this is. This will blow your mind. This is a TNT cannon. Yes, it is a cannon that shoots TNT. Now usually this is a 360-degree cannon. I can shoot in any direction, but obviously I'm not going to be shooting this way, because this is going to be a wall. So let's call this the 270-degree cannon. But really, its purpose is sort of complementary with my mob elevator release, where you see down there. Mobs are going to come in here, and we're going to shoot TNT at them. You're saying, isn't that going to fuck up the floor? Yeah. Isn't that going to hit the seats and fuck things up? No, not unless someone's a fucking retard. Tries to use it and doesn't understand how to do it. I'm going to have it, all the timing set properly so you can't hit that far wall. So this should be interesting to say the least. Now you guys probably want to know how to build it. Well, this again is an Etho design. I know I've been stealing all his shit, but he just makes the best stuff. How can you help copying it? This will have some of my own touches and improvements. Maybe not so much improvements as maybe simplifications is a better word. Anyway, so you start, I'm going to give you a quick tutorial, I guess. You start by building this inner ring here. Now you can either make it inside space for 4, 4 blocks inside, or what I did was 6. Now this is the first booster ring. Now what happens with TNT is when you ignite it with redstone or anything else, it becomes a non-solid block. So if another TNT explodes, oh, and you can see the mob kill room down there, they're dying in lava, it's funny. When TNT explodes next to other TNT, it propels that charge outwards. Because if they're both primed at the same time. So if 2 primed TNT go off right next to each other and one detonates on a few second delay, it will launch the other one that's on the delay out before it explodes. So these are the boosters that boost or launch the projectiles. That's the ring for them. And that's a double booster ring. I got 2 rings. Each have space for 6 TNT inside them. And this outer ring, the inside here, is for the projectiles. So if I wanted to shoot in this direction, I put projectiles, say, right here or right here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now you start by building this booster ring. You can build 2 if you want. If you only build 1 and say you load it with 4 or 6 TNT, you might get a range of about 50-60 blocks, I think, maximum. So probably from here out to that middle point, I think would be your maximum range. I'm doing a double load of boosters, so I mean, my maximum range is out beyond that far wall, I think. I'm pretty sure I could fire it that far. Now, when you have those booster rings set up, and they're just floating rings, you want to build a 5 above the ground, because obviously if you have a misfire, it's going to blow the fuck out of the platform, and you have to rewire it. And now this is the interesting part. Here we have a standing pool of water. What's that for? Okay, when TNT explodes in water, it still does the explosive damage and so propels things, but it doesn't do damage to surrounding blocks. So TNT can explode in here all day and not damage this platform or anything around it. That's the key. You can also use lava if you wanted to. People have done that to make TNT cannons in the nether. Any fluid works. Actually, I wonder if you can try milk. No, you can't pour milk. That'd be funny though, a TNT can with milk. Now the important part about this is these slabs. You can't use normal sized blocks because the TNT will just like get shot in like a few blocks and then just fall down. It won't go very far. You gotta use these slabs. Very important. That was my first mistake when I made my first cannon. I was shooting from like here to there. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this? And I kept blowing myself up. Gotta use slabs. And now these boosters and all the rings, you just put redstone wiring all the way around them. Pretty easy. The TNT will actually go here, and since it's on the block that's adjacent to the TNT, it will ignite them. Here's the button. You can see this button also turns that on because it's only 2 blocks above. This is very useful. I use that on my doors and pressure plates and stuff to hide the wiring. And now, oh crap, I almost fell off. And now I built myself a little wiring platform. And here's the, I guess the tricky part. You have to wire these booster rings and the projectile ring together, but you don't want them going off at the same time. The booster rings can go off at the same time, that's no problem. But the projectile ring down there has to be on delay, so I'm going to put repeaters all around here until I get the amount I want, the amount of delay I want. I'm going to run the wiring down here and onto this ring. So what will happen when I hit this button, the boosters will fall, and then say 2 seconds later the shells or the projectiles will fall. And it's also important to note grab some gravel when you're first testing this, so you make sure that they where it's landing where you want them to. It's actually easier to build the ring than use gravel to see where it falls and then build the base around it. Now I can put that there like I was loading my TNT, and you can see that falls in the water. And if I put the projectiles here, you'll see that falls on the slab. And interesting note, any block that falls on a slab turns to item form. Strange, I know. That's what happens. Okay, so now I'm going to wire this baby up. Shouldn't take too long. It's actually not that complicated in terms of wiring. It's just 3 rings and one's on a delay with one input, one firing button that fires them all. You know, one button to rule them all, basically. So I'm gonna wire this up and grab some TNT and we'll do a test, shall we? And here we go. Yeah! Nice! Oh, that's sick. Alright, that was a charge of 5. I think I could get away with a charge of 6. That'd probably get it close to the outer wall. I have just enough TNT to test this. So I'm going to play around for a little bit, but that's the TNT cannon, guys. I hope you like it. One of my subscribers, LilyMan1ONRS, had a question. He's having trouble finding slime balls. Join the club. It's a hard one to find. Slimes are very rare. When the game looks to spawn a mob, a slime has like a 1 in 40 chance of being that mob that it spawns, unfortunately. So, and also on top of that, only certain parts of the map are able to spawn slimes, and they're really hard to find. If you're playing single player and you have your world seed number, you can go to Google and type in Minecraft slime finder tool, and you type in the seed number and it will give you a map and coordinates for where all the slime chunks in your world, and that's really helpful. I just happened to blunder into this area by accident, and I found out the slime spawned. So what I did was, and what you want to do is dig down to bedrock. I'm at level 5 on ground level here at the floor, and once you do that, you want to hollow out a room, a big room, depending on how many chunks there are that spawn slimes, and if you don't know, then just dig a big room and hope that you catch it. And once that's done, you can either make a trap, a slime farm, or you can just come down here and kill them every so often like I do. I've gotten 3 or 4 stacks of slime balls just coming down here every so often when I'm bored and looking for them. Keep in mind though, if you just stand here, they're not going to spawn, because you notice that mobs don't spawn directly in front of you or around you because there's an exclusion zone. And right now I'm creating one, so I'd have to go up, say, back up to my house and do some stuff, then come back down here, and they could have spawned while I was away. So that's pretty much how you have to do it. If you want to make a trap, go to YouTube, type in slime farm tutorial. There's a bunch of them to give you some good ideas. I actually have made one. I'm not sure I'm going to make one for this area because they're still spawning infrequently. I don't know if it'd be worth it to make a slime farm, but maybe I will. But I hope that answers your question. If you have any more, just or anyone has any questions, just send me a message on YouTube, and I'll try to answer them in the series, or if they're too long, I'll just reply back. But I thought this was a good one because I'm sure a lot of other people have this problem. And yeah. Okay, let's see if it works. Oh, did I miss? I did. Okay, let's see if it works. Fire 1. Oh boy.